We outside again, couple goons with me, we ain't hiding it.
Christian Combs and his girlfriend Raven Tracy appear to be maintaining a positive attitude and reducing stress. The recent judicial drama involving the Combs family has left the internet buzzing, but this pair is choosing the easy life, sunlight, and a little island getaway. Days after the Diddy verdict made headlines, Christian and Raven were recently seen having a great time in Jamaica. Images shared on Raven's Instagram show the two looking totally relaxed and locked in, from river rafting to beachside views to cuddly photos. The timing of the tropical vacation was immediately noticed by fans who expressed their opinions online. However, neither Christian nor Raven have responded to the clamor, opting instead to focus on calm, pom-poms, and one another. Diddy's son Christian King Combs is overjoyed to see how his father's trial turned out. Talked to an ABC News reporter outside the Manhattan courthouse. During his speech, he thanked the supporters, conveyed his happiness for his father. "We love y'all. We love everybody watching. I'm so happy my pop's coming home. God bless and God bless the whole world," he said. As he was walking away and dancing, the reporter asked him what was going through his head when the verdict was read. One of his sisters possibly answered for King Combs, stating simply, "Happy and thankful." Overall, it certainly is a great result for Diddy and his kids, especially considering there was a chance that he could be going to prison for life. But since the bad boy mogul was found not guilty on his RICO offense, he avoided that entirely. In addition to being exonerated, Diddy escaped being charged with sex trafficking. He is guilty of 2 counts of transporting someone to engage in prostitution, though. According to reports, Diddy collapsed on his knees in relief. The rapper's family also cheered throughout the courthouse, and rumors circulated that his admirers were dousing themselves in baby oil. With a range of responses, the Diddy trial judgment has dominated headlines today. Diddy's family was ecstatic with the outcome, since it meant that he would not face the possibility of life in jail due to the not guilty verdicts on the accusations of sex trafficking and racketeering. In a backhanded compliment, longtime adversary 50 Cent referred to him as the gay John Gotti for escaping the racketeering accusation. Miami, her ex-girlfriend, has finally expressed her feelings. Miami made her feelings known on social media. She started by reposting a video of Justin Bieber clapping his fingers on her Instagram feed. After that, she went to Twitter and posted at 11:11 a.m. using the 4 heart emojis and the digits 1111. Of course, that response brought its own reactions, many of which were negative. Between 2021 and April 2023, Diddy and Young Miami were together. Despite their breakup, the two stayed friendly, backed him as the abuse claims began to surface at the end of that year. I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person, and that wasn't my experience, she said on the August 8, 2024 edition of a Caresha Please series. Boozy Badazz is still glad the bad boy didn't get the book thrown at him, despite believing that race played a significant role in Diddy's accusations that made it all the way to the federal court. Boozy celebrated solemnly on Instagram shortly after the verdict was announced. He believes Diddy was guilty of domestic abuse, although he did not specify which allegations were brought against him. Boozy informed his followers that he is sick of witnessing powerful black people drag themselves through the judicial system.
Man, I'm so glad Diddy free, bro. You know, the reason is because I'm tired of seeing us black moguls get took down like that, bro. And I'm tired of seeing us black people go against us black moguls like that. And I feel like if Diddy was a white man who done all this shit for people, you know, I know he ain't paid people, but he done all this shit for hip-hop.
And that he's convinced that Diddy would have the backing of white America and be given the benefit of the doubt if he were white.
If he was white, they had so many white people out there protesting for this man, losing his life behind a relationship.
Boozy continued by saying that his ultimate support for Diddy is based on the bad boy rapper's kids realizing how profoundly the deluge of stories affected them.
And people always, Boosie was on Diddy's side because I'm thinking about 7 children. Y'all thinking about one person. Thinking about these 7 kids who been in my kids' position. Not knowing if your daddy gonna come home or not is a burden on the child. So all y'all was like, no, I'm thinking about them damn children, man. So man, I'm glad he free, bro. You know, like I've been said, I don't feel he was guilty of nothing. You know, nothing but domestic violence. The court spoke, man, and I'm happy that dude children, man. I know his feeling right now, man. I'm just happy for them children, man. You know, Diddy, sit your ass down somewhere. That's what you need to do. Grab Stevie J and your children and get the fuck on.
Diddy's kids did in fact leave court on Wednesday with a breath of relief. He will definitely not receive a life sentence. Just so you know, Diddy was found guilty on 2 of the 5 accusations, but exonerated on the 3 most serious ones. Due to the 2 convictions, he could spend up to 10 years in prison each. Boosie better get ready to celebrate with his fellow Diddy supporters. A handful of them were outside the courtroom, smearing baby oil over their bodies. And what better soundtrack for such shenanigans than Wipe Me Down? After the jury acquitted the bad boy mogul of the most serious allegations of sex trafficking and racketeering, Cassie's lawyer, Doug Wigdor, issued a statement discussing Diddy's criminal trial. According to his comments, a reform of the legal system is long overdue. The jury found Diddy guilty of 2 charges of transportation to participate in prostitution, despite the major not guilty verdicts. This entire criminal process started when our client Cassie Ventura had the courage to file her civil complaint in November 2023. Although the jury did not find Combs guilty of sex trafficking, Cassie beyond a reasonable doubt, she paved the way for a jury to find him guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution, Wigdor said. By coming forward with her experience, Cassie has left an indelible mark on both the entertainment industry and the fight for justice. Wigdor went on to celebrate Cassie's decision to testify in the case. He concluded, "This case proved that change is long overdue, and we will continue to fight on behalf of survivors. Regarding the future, the defense and prosecution are drafting documents discussing the prospect of Diddy's release today." They were told by Judge Aaron Subramanian to submit them by 1 p.m. ET. Mark Agnifilo, the defense lawyer, contended that Diddy should be released on appropriate conditions. He said that he would return to his Miami home right away and follow any rules the court imposed. The government will challenge the concept, according to Assistant U.S. Attorney Maureen Comey. She claimed that Diddy continued to commit a litany of crimes while knowing he was being investigated, and that the defense did not dispute important evidence of alleged abuse and drug usage. Diddy still faces up to 20 years in prison for the 2 charges of transportation to participate in prostitution, Comey adding that the prosecution will seek an imprisonment sentence. 50 Cent is getting dragged online for his reaction to Diddy's verdict. Following a deadlock on Tuesday night, the jury returned a verdict this morning on all 5 of Diddy's accusations. He was found not guilty of 2 sex trafficking charges involving Cassie and a Jane Doe, as well as racketeering conspiracy, but he was convicted of transporting the same women for prostitution. The decision has sparked a range of reactions, and it's been one of the most anticipated outcomes in recent memory. 50 Cent was one of those people who responded. For a large portion of the trial, 50 Cent has been a source of jokes and a loud opponent of Diddy, but he took to Instagram right away when the verdict was announced. "Diddy beat the feds, that boy a bad man," he wrote, accompanied by an AI image of himself. Of course, the praise didn't last long. "Beat the Rico, he the gay John Gotti," he continued. The post elicited a lot of laughing emojis from commenters, but some questioned how happy he should actually be.